Hi beautiful souls, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Kelly, and in today's video we are doing another pick a card reading. Today we're asking Spirit all about what your future spouse looks like. We are not going to try to figure out how you guys met, but I do have a video on how you will meet your future spouse, so if you're interested you can go ahead and check out that video as well. All of my pick a card readings are timeless, so whenever you come upon this video, a message will be ready for you. Before we begin, please give me a big like down below and subscribe to my channel. I post a new video every single Sunday, so I invite you to come join me by adding Kelly Guidance to your self-care Sunday. If you're new to pick a card readings, here's how it works. These are the 4 piles that you can choose from. This is pile number 1, this is pile number 2, this is pile number 3, and this is pile number 4. Pile number 1 has a green aventurine point. Pile number 2 has a rose quartz point. Pile number 3 has an aqua or quartz point. And finally, pile number 4 has a tiger's eye point. I'll give you some time to start meditating on the cards and choose a pile that you feel the most drawn to. Please use your intuition when choosing a pile, and if you feel drawn to more than one pile, feel free to watch multiple piles. There may be more than one message in this video for you today. After you're done deciding, scroll down to the description box or the pinned comment and click on the timestamp to skip to your reading. Tarot is an intuitive and insightful way to read the current energies surrounding a situation. If you ever hear something that you do not like in a reading, please don't give up or get discouraged. Remember that you have 100% free will over your life, and you can change the course of direction at any time. My intention with these readings is to help gently guide you to a better path for your mind, heart, and soul. So never get discouraged about what you may hear, because it may end up being the activation you need to change course. With that being said, I'll give you some time to start meditating on the cards. You can close your eyes and hover your hand over the screen to see if you feel any sensations on a certain pile, or you can simply meditate on the cards and choose a card based off of your gut feeling. Hi pile 1, if you chose the green aventurine point, this is your reading. So let's go ahead and get started with the tarot that I pulled for you. So usually I pull tarot to illustrate the story or the situation that's going on, but since we're doing a reading about what they look like, we're only going to be looking at the imagery for the most part. If you are interested in a reading on how you will meet your future spouse, I actually do have a reading that I just posted on my channel right before this one. So if you're interested in that, you can go ahead and check that reading out as well. So we got the 3 of Wands, the 2 of Cups, another 2 of Cups, 9 of Swords, the Star, and the 10 of Cups. Alright you guys, so this is 3 separate tarot decks, and the reason why I use 3 separate decks is because I wanted to get diversity, and I also wanted to see if there was going to be any synchronicities between the decks. And you got 2 of Cups. Okay, 2 of Cups is my favorite card in the entire tarot, especially when it comes to relationships. I know I wasn't gonna analyze the tarot, but I'm only gonna mention the 2 of Cups, the Star, and the 10 of Cups, because I feel like first and foremost, you guys are going to have a very, very emotionally and spiritually fulfilling marriage, because the 2 of Cups does talk about mutual attraction, unified love, equal partnership. You guys are going to be equals in this relationship, and the Star card stands out to me because this is also talking about spirituality, and it is linked to Aquarius. So they could be an Aquarius, but they don't have to be. And then the 10 of Cups is showing me a lot about your future as well. This is talking about a really blissful relationship, having harmony and alignment in your relationship, and this is also hinting at divine love. I know I wasn't going to analyze the tarot, but I just had to say that because, I mean, look, this is going to be absolutely beautiful. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. What I see right off the bat is this is going to be a biracial relationship. So your partner will be a different race than what you are. How do I know this? Because the 2 of Cups is depicting 2 different people with different races, and so is this 2 of Cups. And then also the 10 of Cups. Here, let me show you the 10 of Cups really quick. As you can see, you can only see the back of their heads really, but the mom, and it looks like a mom and a mom actually, and they are of different skin color and their children have different skin color as well. So I definitely know that this pile is going to be a biracial couple, and we love a little biracial couple. Since this is a general reading, I am going to be talking about what the male counterpart would look like and also the female counterpart. So whichever you identify with, that is absolutely fine, and whichever you like, go ahead and just take in those. So if you like men, I see that the man that you will be with is going to be fit. They are very, very fit. They might even be a little bit bulky, right? But not in a bad way. If you look closely, this is all muscle and they do have a little extra chub with them, but I can tell that they are super, super fit. And the horns on this character here makes me think of Aries. So Aries is ruled by Mars, and people that are Aries dominant or have an Aries rising have a stocky or athletic build. I am sensing that your future spouse is also going to be taller, but if you like women and you are a man, then your woman will be shorter than you. Even if you're part of the LGBTQ community, whoever is more masculine and more feminine, that's what I mean. So we're accepting of everybody here, but going forward for the rest of the reading, I'm just going to refer to man or woman, girl or boy, because it's just going to be a little bit easier for me to distinguish and illustrate. It is just talking about the divine feminine and the divine masculine. Going further with the Aries rising, they usually have a strong bone structure, which is what I'm also seeing in the tarot. In this Two of Cups, as you can see, not only are they bulky and stocky and buff, if you look closely into their faces, you can see that they're very chiseled as well. I know their beards are kind of blocking it, but I can tell that they're very chiseled as well. And then for this Star card, this is showing vulnerability. What I'm sensing with your future spouse and how they look is they're not going to really care about how they come off, in terms of they will have their own style and they're not going to really care. And this is the type of person that doesn't really care about showing skin either. That's okay with them. They're comfortable with that. Another thing about Aries rising people is they do have red hair sometimes. It doesn't always have to be that way. But the reason why I'm also mentioning that is because it looks like this character here has red hair. She's actually just wearing a reddish orange headscarf, but I feel like some of your future spouses may have red hair. But if you don't, then I'm seeing that they have darker hair or brown hair. Every single character in this tarot so far has dark hair. It's either black or dark brown. This is the only character that has like a medium brown hair, and this child here has red hair. So that is the top 3 hairstyles that I'm seeing for the future spouses of pile number 1. Either it's going to be dark in the black or brown range, or they're going to be a redhead. Another thing that I am realizing with the Two of Cups is this is a basically dream partnership, right? So whatever your taste and your style is, I see that they are going to be your dream person. So whatever you like, whatever style you like, if you have a type, I see that they're going to fit your type exactly. And not all of my pals got this. Some of my pals, I'm definitely sensing that it's going to be somebody that's not their typical type, but for you guys, this is going to be more your typical type, what you have gone for in the past, and it is going to be your dream person. Like if you could literally draw up who your dream person would look like, this is going to be that dream person. And that's because I see the Two of Cups. That's very significant to me. If you guys got 3 Two of Cups, I would have been like, oh my god, hats off, okay, wig snatched. But still, 2 out of 3 tarot decks showing the Two of Cups is very, very significant. Now switching off to the feminine side, if you're into femininity and a feminine style person, then what I see actually is they have a dualistic style. They either like to be really covered up, as we can see in these 2 cards right here, or they're going to show skin. It kind of depends on the occasion. And what I'm getting right now, the message I'm getting from Spirit right now, is that quote where it's like, get you a girl that could do both. Like could be really sexy, but also really professional. So that's what I'm seeing for you. And that's for the men as well, but just this spread so far, I'm seeing particularly if you like women, they are the type that could switch it up and change it up. This might also be a girl that changes up her makeup style a lot, changes up her hairstyles a lot, changes up, you know, her appearance a lot. For some, it could be plastic surgery, but since the Star card is here and this is talking about, you know, vulnerability and kind of raw and just showing yourself, I feel like it's not gonna be like permanent surgery. It's gonna be more like enhancements. I can't see them wearing like lip plumpers or something like that. Not the injections, but just like lip plumping lip gloss, or they do their makeup in a way that makes their eyes look bigger or more slanted, maybe the fox eye look. That's definitely what I'm getting if you're into females. Another thing that I'm intuitively getting, if this is a traditional relationship of man and woman, the man will be taller than the woman. And if you're into the same sex, you will be of similar height. Okay, in this tarot, it is depicting, actually, I believe these are two men, and in this tarot, it's actually two women. And as you can see, they're the same height. But I feel like if it is going to be a man and woman, the man will be taller. So before we actually move on to more oracle cards that I already pre-drawed, I'm going to shuffle the astrology deck to see if I can get any prominent signs, because we can get an inference of what they look like through the signs and the planets that dominate their chart. Signs for pile number one, signs for pile number, okay. All right, so I got the Earth card. So this is telling me that they have a strong appearance. They have a stable appearance. And what does that mean? I mean, like, that kind of is vague. But for men, let's go ahead and talk about the men first. They're gonna just seem like this strong type. They're gonna have their shit together. They have a more stable look about them. Unlike the women of this pile, they're gonna have more of a stable style. Like, they will have their work clothes, but they're out of work clothes, and they're like athleisure clothes, and they're just day-to-day clothes that they hang out in. It's gonna be similar every single day, okay? They don't have like these totally different styles every single day like the woman would have in this pile. So the earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So this is also telling me that they're probably going to have a expensive style. And even if they don't have an expensive style before you meet them, they will grow into having a more expensive style, because the earth signs do relate to the material possessions that we have. So I feel like they are going to care about their material possessions. And even if they don't spend a lot of money on their clothes, they just look expensive. They know how to find deals, they know how to thrift, so they get the best style and the most expensive look without actually having to spend all that money, because you know what? Earth signs are also very, very practical. So they're not gonna like blow all their money on clothes or material stuff. It's just that when they're choosing stuff, they go for quality, not quantity, and they go for things that look good and are expensive. They are very polished and put together. That's definitely what I'm getting out of this. And then so let's go ahead and move on to the other cards that we are getting. So here is the card that I'm getting. This is a Lover's Oracle card, and as you can see, the man is taller than the woman. So that is confirmation that the man will be taller than the woman if you are into male-female relationships. And it's, look at that, it's a soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. That is beautiful. I'm going to leave it with the picture side up because we are talking about what they look like, but just know that this is your ultimate soulmate. That's why I'm saying, you guys, like, I feel like this pile, it's whoever and whatever your dream person looks like. But vaguely, I think the top thing so far is going to be biracial. The man will be taller than the woman. The man will be buff or athletic. They will be stocky in build. And then the female will be smaller in size compared to the man. And she will have an eclectic style. She will switch between doing different things, having a more showy outfit, and then sometimes she's covered up. She could do professional and she could do party. That's what I'm sensing. And then again, for my same sex couples, you will be of the same height and you will have different styles as well. I would still say the divine masculine in the relationship will have a more stable style, and the divine feminine will have a more changing style, even if you're in a same-sex relationship. Next card I got was Love Yourself First, and we're not really paying attention to messages too much, but as you can see in the picture, the man is taller than the woman. He is of a bulkier build and she is of a more tiny and dainty build. What I'm also seeing is like exactly like I said, look at how they're dressed. That looks expensive, you know, that looks royal to me, and it looks like they're prominent people in the community. So that's what I see for you guys once you guys are fully married and together. People are going to see you guys as a prominent couple in the community. Oh, it is a great time to mention what the green aventurine stands for. So green aventurine stands for strength, courage, confidence, good fortune, luck, prosperity, abundance, and it is a heart chakra clearer. So I sense that you guys are going to be highly abundant. You're going to look expensive, especially the woman. She's going to look very, very expensive. She's going to have a lot of different outfits, a lot of different styles. But this doesn't mean that she blows all her money on the clothes. This is a pile that is not anti-thrifting or anything. There's some people that don't like to thrift, but I see that this pile, they will go for thrifting. But when they go thrifting, they have a good eye for good brands and good sturdy clothes, quality clothes. Also, another thing I'm sensing is the divine feminine in this connection will be wearing more of like skirts and dresses. Every single divine feminine is wearing a skirt or a dress, every single one. So I see that that is part of her style. It's like one of her main things to wear is like dresses, skirts, and more feminine stuff. The next oracle card I got for you is this beautiful one. It says stay away from drama today, but again, we're not really looking for the messages. We're looking for the style and the looks of the cards. And for this, the girl is wearing another dress. So again, divine feminine will have a more feminine style, and the masculine will have a more masculine plain style. Another thing that's standing out with this card is it seems like the divine feminine will have long hair, okay? Every single divine feminine has long hair or longer hair. Actually, this one's not too long, but I'm sensing that for the most part, she will have long hair, like past these shoulders at least. I'm also seeing a lot of different hairstyles for the divine feminine. So like I said earlier, I think the divine feminine will play with their hair a lot, change the color, change the style, change their clothes. They have a lot of different styles. And you know what? Actually, I feel like once you're in union and in marriage, the divine feminine will be able to influence the style of the divine masculine. He will start to add a little bit more to his closet. He will go thrifting with you as well. But it is not going to be as much of a priority as it is for the divine feminine. That's what I'm seeing. I definitely feel like, yes, they have an expensive style, but they're not like shopping all the time or anything like that. They have their staples. If they are truly an earth sign, they're going to care about all practical things. They're going to care about having a home that's set up nicely. They're going to care about having enough money in the bank for you guys. They're going to care about having enough transportation, safe transportation, reliable transportation, okay? So they are somebody that's going to be taking care of you if you are the divine feminine. You will feel very safe and protected by your divine masculine. This will be also an equal relationship, so that's different for everybody and what everybody considers as equal. But I feel like what it basically is boiling down to is you both pull the weight in your relationship, whatever that means for you. Even though you do improve their style, nothing in the cards is really showing me that you guys go out together and you guys would match or anything like that. But I do see that once you do have kids, it's funny, you guys will match with them, if that makes sense. Like one parent will match with one kid, the other parent will match with another kid. And the reason why I see that is because if you take a look at the 10 of Cups, this mother and this child match, as well as this mother and this child. So you know what I mean? Like I feel like you guys are going to match your children. The next oracle card I got for you guys is Scribe. Okay, and again, we're not really looking at the message, we're more looking at the picture. And the thing that stood out in that picture for me is the person's hair. Actually, all of these people's hair is standing out to me. Another card with dark hair, so I'm definitely sensing they're gonna have dark hair or they're going to be a redhead. But the female, again, in the relationship might try a lot of different hairstyles and hair colors, even some fashion colors. Okay, so with this Scribe card, look at their hair. It's very thick, it's luscious, and it seems like they have a lot. And even in these two cards, they have a lot of hair as well. So the woman will have a lot of hair and very thick hair, and the man will have a lot of hair and very thick hair as well. He will also most likely have a beard. It's most likely that he will have some facial hair as well. Another thing that I'm getting for the masculine is that they're not really the type to wear hats, but they will wear a hat if they're going to be out all day and it's going to be sunny and stuff like that. But their style is more expensive, more refined. So it's not like the athleisure type of stuff. I mean, of course, when they're at home and they're just chilling, yes, of course, they might be wearing athleisure or pajamas even. But for the most part, if they're stepping out, they're going to look refined. They're going to look polished. They're going to look very, very good. Okay. They care about their hair. They care about their skin. This is also a person, if you're into divine masculine, that is going to take care of their skin as well. And that's something that you're going to be helping them with if you're the divine feminine. They are the type of person that likes to look very, very polished. So this means that they're going to take care of their hair, condition it. They're going to wash their face, moisturize it. They're going to moisturize their body as well. I'm also sensing that you guys are going to take like baths together, and you're also going to go out in nature a lot together. And I'm sensing that because this nature card here, and there's also nature here. I just feel like nature is going to be a huge part of your relationship. Like you guys will either take walks together, walk your dogs together, or you're going to go escape the city or escape where you're from. Even if you're from like a suburb, I see that refreshing yourself in nature is really healing for the both of you, especially because if you guys are earth signs, you really do like to get connected with the earth. And then the last card I got for you guys is the goddess of Kuan Yin. She is the goddess of compassion, and I'll just go ahead and put her here. So the main thing that I'm getting out of this is that there's a lot of different flavors, if I will, on the table. I'm seeing Asian, I'm also seeing Middle Eastern, I'm seeing white, I'm seeing black. I mean, I don't think you guys are going to discriminate at all. And of course, we don't accept a discrimination here, but I'm just seeing that this will highly likely be a biracial couple. This is going to be somebody that is not of your same race. Or actually, I'm sensing that you guys could be both mixed. Like they could be mixed and you could be mixed. So of course, like you're not going to match up 100%. Like you might be both like half this or half that. Let's just say because Kuan Yin popped out, maybe both of you are half Asian, but the other half is biracial. You guys are going to be different. So let's go ahead and recap everything that I said. So the man in the relationship is going to be buff, bulkier than you. So the man in the relationship is going to look graceful. They're going to look poised. They're going to be taller than the woman. They'll have an athletic or stocky build. They're going to be fit and strong. The man will have a consistent style, and the man will be taller than the woman. The man will also look expensive and regal. The man is going to be your dream person, as if you were to draw out what your dream guy looks like, this is exactly what spouse you're going to get. And then for my people that like women, so your woman will be of a changing eclectic style. She will either be wearing dresses and looking very polished and professional, or she's gonna go more, sexy and show a little bit more skin, and nothing's wrong with a little bit of skin. And the woman will also be changing her style a lot in terms of her hair, her makeup, her clothes, everything. The woman will be smaller than the man counterpart, and the woman will be shorter than the man counterpart. Both will have very thick and luscious hair. The man might have a beard. So I believe that is about everything that I've gone over. Overall, I sense that you guys are going to be very, very pleased with the aesthetics of your partner. This is somebody that you're definitely going to be finding attractive right off the bat and feel drawn to right off the bat. This person is making me feel like they turn heads for sure, especially when you guys are together, because you guys are different and you guys have different styles. So it might look like this couple is more of a opposite attracts type of thing, because remember, I don't feel like you guys are the type that are going to match until you guys have children, and then you'll match your children. I definitely sense that this is a head turning type of couple. Like you guys are different in a way. You look regal. I mean, look at Kuan Yin. I mean, she looks absolutely beautiful. She has basically a crown on. She looks like royalty, and this card as well made me think of royalty, and this card is actually literally talking about royalty. So there's some royalty that comes with your look. So that is all I am getting for how your future spouse will look, whether you like men or women. I hope I've covered it all for you all. Thank you for letting me read for you today. I really did enjoy this reading. I'm so excited that you're gonna have a 2 of Cups and a 10 of Cups relationship. It's gonna be very, very emotionally fulfilling, and that is so beautiful, because as we know, relationships are hard and sometimes things happen. It's nobody's fault, but I see for you guys are going to be there for each other till the very end. So if you did enjoy this video, go ahead and give me a big like down below and comment which pile you chose and what you're most excited for when you come into union with your future spouse. And also go ahead and put down in the comments what your style is in terms of aesthetics of the opposite sex or the same sex, whichever you like, because I really do love reading your comments. It really helps me connect with you guys. And of course, if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. My stats say that some of you guys are not subscribed, so go ahead and add Kelly Guidance to your self-care Sunday. And remember, always be kind to yourself and others. Until next time, bye pal 1. Hi pal 2, if you chose the rose quartz, this is your reading. So let's go ahead and get started with the tarot. I actually have 3 tarot decks, and I'm not using them as I usually would, which is illustrating the situation or illustrating what's going on between you two. The tarot today is more just seeing what type of images come up so I can identify what your future spouse looks like. But I do have a video about how you will meet your future spouse that I just posted, so go ahead and check that video out as well if you're interested. Alright, let's get started. So first I got the 2 of Wands, the 7 of Cups, the 6 of Pentacles, the 3 of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, and the Hermit. Okay, you guys, so before I begin, I want to just go ahead and say I am including same-sex relationships, I am including LGBTQ relationships, I am including heterosexual relationships. So just to save time, when I'm talking about divine masculine and divine feminine, there is always a divine masculine in the relationship and a divine feminine in the relationship, regardless if you are in a same-sex relationship. So when I say boy, girl, man, woman, or divine feminine, divine masculine, or just feminine masculine, that's what I mean, the energy of the person. So I'm going to go through men and women and their physical attributes in this reading. So whatever you like, just take what resonates and leave the rest. So first things first, we do have the Hermit here, which is related to Virgo. So they could be a Virgo or have Virgo energy within them. So you can actually tell a lot about what a person looks like based off their rising sign. And if we're going to go with Virgo rising sign, then this person is going to be average height to tall height. They're likely going to have dark hair. They're going to have a youthful appearance. They're going to be gentle and graceful. They're going to have very bright and clear eyes. They're going to have delicate noses. They're photogenic. They're going to have a fair and smooth complexion, clean cut appearance, and well-shaped curvy lips. So that is what Virgo risings typically look like. But if we're looking at the cards, what I'm getting is the man in the relationship is going to be super, super buff, very athletic, like super sexy, all eyes on them. This is the guy that's in the gym and every single person is looking at them, whether it's girls or guys. Like this person's body is so freaking on point that of course everybody's going to look, because it's like, we know how hard you worked for that. Because I mean, I see you putting in work. I see you lifted 400 pounds. I see you. That is exactly what I am sensing. And also with the Seven of Cups here, I know I said I wasn't going to interpret a tarot, but actually I feel like my pile number twos are going to have a lot of options when it comes to their future spouse. Even the Two of Wands with the double head is making me feel like you guys are not in union with your spouse yet, or even dating your spouse yet, because you guys have a lot of options, which is telling me that my lovely pile number twos are also very, very hot. So you're going to be attracting somebody that is equally hot. When people see you guys, they're gonna be like, damn, that couple is on fire. That couple is so sexy. Like that is the it couple. And for this pile, I'm actually sensing that you will be of the same race or a very similar race. And why do I feel that way? Because the Three of Pentacles is here, and this is actually a mom, a dad, and a child, or this is a dad and two children. And as you can see, their complexion is all the same. But the reason why I'm saying you'll probably be same sex is because I also have all of the flavors on the table here. This is Aladdin, which the Disney story, I think they portray him as being Arab or Middle Eastern, but in real life or in the real tale, they were Chinese. So some type of Asian descent is here, but also this person, they look of Caucasian descent. This is also Caucasian. This person has a little bit of a mid-toned type of complexion. So that could be a lot of different things as well. And we clearly have another Caucasian here, and we have black as well. So I'm seeing all the flavors on the table. So that's why I'm feeling like for the most of you, it will be somebody of a same or similar race. Like you're going to be able to culturally get each other. So even if you're not the same exact culture or the same exact race, it's going to be of a similar one. So let's say you're Chinese and then you're dating a Middle Eastern. They do have similar culture, similar ideals. You know, they do sometimes even follow the same religions. And you know, religion aside, what I'm sensing is that you guys are going to be pretty similar, and that is something that builds your confidence with each other even more, because you feel like you immediately just get each other. Because you know what, when we come from different cultures, it's kind of a culture shock sometimes. We got to teach the other person, but I'm sensing that for my pile number twos, you're not gonna really have to teach them too much. You're gonna just already get each other. You're already gonna get like your background, and you're gonna have pretty much a similar background. But my pile number twos, the ones that are watching, whether you're the man or the female in the relationship, I actually feel like another message I'm getting is you have dated a lot of different races in the past, because the Seven of Cups shows a lot of different options. So I feel like you have dated different races in the past, but your future spouse will be somebody that has a similar or the same race as you. Another reason why I'm getting that is because the Six of Pentacles talks about giving and receiving, and it just seems like the two hands are the same person or of the same complexion. So I'm sensing that, yeah, whoever you do end up with is going to be of the same race, but we're not discriminating. And I feel like that's why Spirit put all the different flavors on here, because because we accept everybody. So besides that, if you're into women, the type of style that I'll see for women is that they will have actually a different type of hairstyle. They could be dyeing their hair, but whatever hairstyle they have is not like the natural hair that they were born with. I'm sensing that because the hermit has bleached white hair. And then for the man, I'm sensing that he will have either dark hair or brown hair. Some of you, they might have blonde hair, but it'll be more of a dirty blonde. And as you can see, all the men here look like they have the natural hairstyle. So the natural hairstyle and the natural hair color will be prominent. The man will also likely have a beard, but he also will switch it up sometimes and be clean cut. But I sense most of the time he will have some type of facial hair. Okay, so before we move on to the pile that I picked for you guys, I'm actually going to shuffle my astro deck and see if we can get a prominent sign that comes out, because remember, we can tell what a person looks like by their rising sign. So rising sign, pile 2. Okay. 2 cards wanted to pop out, so I'll take them. House 7 popped out, so this is talking about profound relationships, intimacy, and romantic partnerships. These are the one-to-one relationships in our life, so clearly this is also talking about marriage. So this is just showing me that you guys will be equals. You guys will be of equal hotness. That's what I'm just sensing. Like I said that earlier. I just sense that you guys have almost even a similar style, and I'm also sensing that you guys will match each other at times, like with your outfits. And then I'm also getting the fixed card. So the fixed card is saying stability, persistence, loyalty, and dependability. So yes, of course, your spouse is somebody that is going to be loyal and dependable. What's really standing out is the fixed signs. So they could be a Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or Aquarius. So that's too many signs to consider it as a rising sign, but fixed signs. So what does that show me? They're going to be pretty fixed in their style. So even though I said the girl will probably change up her hair and have different hairstyles, she's probably going to have like a range. So if she's into pastel hair, she'll probably always have like pastel hair. But if she's in more of a neutral style, then she'll always have neutral hairstyles, even if she changes her hair color. What does that mean? So if she's into neutral hairstyle, she might dye her hair jet black, but then she'll also dye it like dark brown, and maybe she'll even dabble in like a medium brown or even a blonde, but they're all neutral. But if she's more of a pastel type of girl or fashion type of girl, then she'll try the pinks and the blues and the purples, you know what I mean? Because fixed signs are very fixed in their opinions and their style and just about everything. So I'm sensing that the man is going to be very stubborn about his body. He's going to be very, very careful about what he puts in his body. He's going to be very, very careful about how much he works out. This is not the type of husband that ends up getting a dad bod. And I know some of us like dad bods, but this is the type of guy that's going to take care of his body. Even if he does end up like leaning towards a dad bod, it's still gonna be like fit dad, you know what I mean? Like he might have a little bit of pudge, but it's more gonna be like fit dad. It's definitely like that person. I'm sensing like it's gonna be like that DILF, you know what I mean? I'm sorry, it is what it is. That's what I'm sensing. And I'm sensing as well, they're also gonna be very, very intelligent. I know that's not like a physical attribute, but what does that show me if they're intelligent? That means I feel like their style is also on point. Like they do follow trends, but at the same time, they're fixed. So it's like, even though they do follow basic trends, it's not like, oh, everybody's on this brand, I'm gonna get that exact brand. They might see like this brand is getting popular because they have very soft and luxurious pants or something. So they might go for soft and luxurious pants, but it might not be that exact brand that's popping off. Does that make sense? Like, and also not talking about knockoffs here. I'm talking about they just have an elegant style. Like this is a head turner for sure, 100%. Whether you like men or women, this is somebody where all eyes are on them. All right, moving on to the next oracle card I got for you is this one. As you can see, she has very colorful hair and she has very thick hair as well, and she has bangs as well. So maybe your future spouse will have bangs. What I'm highly sensing is the feminine in the relationship will have some type of colored hair. This card does say look for the signs and synchronicities, but again, we're not trying to interpret messages here. We're more trying to get the picture and the images. I'm seeing butterflies and fireflies and stuff, so I'm sensing that you guys actually will be very connected to nature. Look at the Two of Wands as well. I feel like you guys are going to vacation a lot together. That is something that is going to show you who your future spouse is. They will take you on vacations and they're very generous with you, okay? This is not a relationship where they're stingy. It's not a relationship where they are always trying to stay at home to save money or anything like that. Even though the hermit is here, I do think you guys work hard and you guys have your hermit moments, but you guys are like my pal where I feel like work hard, play hard. And You know what I just saw? When you guys are on vacation, they will spend a little bit extra money on their outfits. They will spend a little extra money on the way they look, especially the man. Like, he loves to show out. He's already used to attention. So what I'm saying is, like, at the gym, he gets a lot of attention. He gets a lot of eyes on him. And if he's on social media, he has a lot of followers. And you know what? I'm sensing that he has people that don't really even know him in real life following him because of the way he looks. And I know that's a little bit shallow, but that's just honestly what I'm seeing. And then so when you're going out on vacation, right? I mean, he is like wearing cutoffs. He is showing a little bit of skin because he knows he's hot, okay? You guys are going to go to tropical vacations, and when you're on the beach, people are going to look at him like, whew, that is like God on earth right there. Because I'm telling you, like, I'm feeling like hot and steamy because honestly, you guys, that's my type. I like guys with like a nice body, you know what I mean? Look polished and look strong as well. And also with some height. So I'm sensing that that is the type of guy that's coming off the cards right now, if you do like that type of guy. But you know what? If some of my people like their guys a little bit more skinny, or even with a little bit of a dad bod, I'm sensing at some point, okay, in his life, he had quite a bit of muscle on him, even if that was like before you guys met, because maybe you guys don't really like the super buff guys, you don't really like the meatheads. I mean, I feel it. But another thing, actually, sorry, I know we're not talking about personality, but he's not gonna actually have a meathead type of personality. He's gonna have more of an intelligent personality. Remember what I said, he's very intelligent. Don't worry about him being like one of those total like boneheads and only cares about his body. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that he does very much care about his body and the way that he looks. Remember, I also said Virgo risings are very photogenic, okay? So when you guys are on vacation, you're gonna take very hot pictures together. Even when you're not on vacation, I see that you guys take selfies together, and I'm seeing that you guys do post each other a lot on social media. It's not those low-key relationships or anything like that, even though we love the low-key relationships. But if they do post, if they do have social media, I'm sensing that they are gonna show you off. Like, that is something that you will know who's gonna be your future spouse, okay? Because I know a lot of people don't even use social media these days and just go on it to look at other people's stuff and not really post. But if they're the type to post, then yes, they are gonna be proud of you and also your kids in the future. They're gonna be posting everything. Even if it's not on their feed, they're gonna be posting like on their story and stuff like that. And then the next card I got for you guys is athlete. Yep. That's what I said. Okay, you know what I just saw? The man and the woman, whichever you like, are both going to be athletic. I'm sensing soccer. I'm also sensing basketball and football. I know I said like a bunch of sports right there, but those are like the main sports I'm getting. Also like weightlifting in general, but that's more the gym. That's the main things that I'm seeing and I'm sensing. So they might be more recreational with their sports, but I'm sensing that they're highly talented. Like, they're physically fit and they're physically able. It's not only the gym, they're also into sports. Whether it's like more, like I said, a recreational team. But hey, some of y'all might be dating literal athletes like NBA, or I really don't know the sport things like the World Cup or something, but maybe that some of you are dating like professional athletes or D1 athletes or something like that. But I'm highly sensing that, yeah, like I said, this person is going to care about their body. Man or woman, doesn't matter. They're going to care about their body throughout life. The woman is also going to bounce back very, very fast after having children. Another thing I'm actually getting is the man will also have really strong hands. I mean, he's overall really strong, but something about his hands is very, very strong. Like, he does a lot with his hands. He might do some type of work with his hands as well. He could be some type of physical trade or blue collar type of worker. Could also be that he's a white collar type of worker, but he fixes things around the house for you, is what I'm sensing, because I'm just seeing like prominent hands in the cards. Like, almost all the men, I can see all their hands, and it just seems like it's standing out, and it's not like dainty or anything. It's like a strong hand. Ooh, another thing I'm getting about your guys' relationship, this is not like looks wise, but you guys are gonna have a lot of goals, and you guys love to reach and climb your goals together. The reason why I'm saying that is because I'm seeing you two as this, and this is a mountain. So I just feel like you guys are like climbing up the mountain, and you're gonna get there one step at a time. You guys are like a power couple, and you're a very athletic couple. You know what you guys are actually giving me? Like Leo rising vibes. Leo is here. So Leo risings are very, very hot. Okay. They are noticeable people, and their personalities stand out, and also they have really great hair. So I'm sensing that you will both have really, really great hair. I'm telling you, like, there's something about this pal that both the people in the relationship are super hot. Like, people, I don't even want to freak you guys out, but I honestly feel like you guys are so hot that people will ask you for pictures. I know that's random, but I just got that. Like, I feel like when you're on vacation and you're taking pictures together, like, people are randomly just gonna be like, you're hot. Like, can I take a picture with you. You guys also I might be getting that because some of you guys might be in the public light and you might be like famous on some level. You might have your own channel or online presence. And I feel like, yeah, I'm just constantly getting head turning. Like people turn their heads when they see your partner and when they see you. And remember, you guys are equals. So you are just as hot as them. So you get as much attention as they do. Actually, the feminine might get a little bit more overt attention, right? Because men that like women, they usually are a little more aggressive about like how they go about it, unfortunately. Overall, it's just like you have a lot of attention, all eyes on you. And the men are very, very hot, but women are usually a little bit more, you know, receptive and passive. So I don't see that he gets like a lot of like people getting at him and speaking to him, but he gets a lot of eyes on him, especially when he's at the gym or when he's shirtless is what I'm getting. Like if he's wearing something where it's showing skin, like girls are gonna be looking, even guys are looking, because guys are like, damn, that is my dream body. That I've actually seen a lot of guys just like compliment each other, gas each other up. I mean, I feel like they're trying to be funny and stuff like that, but you know what it really boils down to. No matter if you identify as heterosexual or what, it is possible to identify who is attractive of the same gender. Like for example, I am heterosexual. I do like men, unfortunately, sometimes, but when I see a pretty girl, I like my head turns more than when I see a hot guy. Not even lying. I can identify a very pretty hot girl like immediately, and she is like captivating, right? I honestly feel like I check out girls more than guys, and that's just because maybe I like their aesthetic, maybe I like their style. So that's what I'm sensing for my pile number 2's guys as well. So if you do like men, I'm sensing that other men, like this guy, okay, basically what I'm saying is this is an alpha male type of vibes. He's going to be a leader either in the workplace or just like in his social group or in your community in the future. Like people do look towards him as a very masculine man. He might actually almost be too masculine. But my females, when you actually get into a relationship with this really masculine guy, you're going to help him like soften. And you know what I'm just getting? Even though they're super hot, they might have had a glow up. Like they weren't always hot. So maybe they don't all know how to talk to girls, and they don't really know how to all talk to, you know, women that they want to pursue. And I'm sensing that they didn't really have a significant relationship before you, because they were always focused on their health, or they're always focused on their work, or they're just focused on basically themselves, which is a good thing. This is the type of guy that he does get compliments. Do not get me wrong. Like he gets people like randomly telling him he's hot and looking at him. Not so much as the girl. If she's gonna get like compliments every day. It just seems like they have not had that many relationships, not that many serious ones. They might have had a few things where they're dating and it's not that serious, you know? But for the most part, they are more inexperienced when it comes to like long-term, serious, committed relationships. And it's only because they met you and they kind of feel like you are their mirror, especially in heterosexual relationships. They're gonna see you and they're gonna be like, wow, that girl is so hot. Like, and they like the same things as me. I'm sensing like, yeah, like you guys are gonna match, you're gonna like the same things, and like nature for sure is one thing. Chasing your goals together is another thing, and just being athletes is another thing that I'm seeing as well. You guys also like the finer things in life. Yep, that's what I'm also getting. All right, the next card I got for you guys is the Goddess of Wisdom. So what I'm actually getting from this is like you guys have this expensive royal style. Like this headdress is so cute and it's like all gold. So I'm sensing that even if it's a guy, he will have like a gold chain or something like that. He will have some type of jewelry that he's always wearing. He might even wear rings. He's not like that typical super masculine guy. He does have a little bit of like spice to him, okay? Even though he is a super masculine guy in terms of like how buff he is and like how his personality is portrayed, but when you actually talk to him, I feel like he's a lot softer than people would think, and he's not a meathead. Remember, he's intelligent. And then also, yeah, I feel like he'll either wear like gold rings or gold chain. He might even have like gold hoops or gold earrings, like the little ones that guys usually wear. Yeah, he's real cute. Like, sis, congratulations. And then for my women, of course, she's gonna be, you know, iced out as well. And I feel like your man, for my women here, like is gonna want to ice you out, is gonna want you to look your best and be your best. And this is why I'm saying you guys might be Leo risings, because, you know, I'm not trying to come at you guys. Leos do have a lot of pride, and that's not a bad thing. People think like, oh, they have so much pride, like it's a bad thing. The way I see Leos is they are represented by the sun, and the sun is life-giving, the sun is vitality, the sun is our personality, our light that we put into the world, right? So you guys just got a little bit extra light. Like you're just a little bit of an extra hot day, you know what I mean? Like if most people are like spring and fall, you guys are like summer, you know what I mean? Like you just put that extra heat, and that makes people like insecure or feel like you're cocky or arrogant or something like that, but you're not. I mean, some Leos are, but I'm sensing that you guys are the lighter side of Leo, where you're confident and you're strong and you know who you are, you know your worth, okay? And I feel like you guys just gas each other up all the time. You guys are super attracted to each other. So, you know, I'm gonna try to keep it PG, but I feel like you guys are gonna have really bomb, like, you know what? Like really, really bomb. It's just gonna be like addicting, honestly, because you guys are just on that same level of attraction, same level of hot. So I know people like think looks aren't like the end all be all, and they're honestly not. It is like that first thing. The first thing that's gonna catch your eyes is looks, and then it comes personality. But of course, a lot of us care about personality over looks, but the first thing that is gonna catch your eye is typically looks. I mean, unless you know them on some type of personal level and you guys were like friends first, and you know what? I'm not even gonna try to make any excuses here. Like we all have eyes. We're all like have a type or even a broad type. So I feel like you guys are just gonna be so attracted to each other that it's gonna make you guys, you know, have a really passionate and hot and steamy, you know, bedroom life. That's all I'm saying. You gotta keep it cute. But let's go ahead and move on. So yeah, look at this card. Look at their eyes. Like it's literally a light shining out of their eyes. So I'm gonna put this over here, even though no, I'm gonna leave our little hottie right there. But yeah, this blue eyes, they're piercing, right? And remember what I said about Virgo risings, they have very bright and clear eyes. So even if all of you guys aren't gonna have blue-eyed partners, whatever their eye color is, it's not gonna look like muted. It's gonna stand out. Even if they have brown eyes or dark brown eyes, there's gonna be some type of glisten to them that makes their eyes super, super clear. And the reason why I feel this way is because they're on point about their health. So you can always tell if somebody's not getting enough sleep. This is a person that cares about their sleep, cares about their exercise, cares about their diet, cares about absolutely everything. All the boxes for health are checked. I'm talking so fast. I'm sorry. But I just feel like, yeah, they are 100% all about their health. So it really shows in their body. Their skin is going to glow. Their eyes are going to glow. And again, Virgo risings have like a youthful, gentle and graceful appearance, right? Even though he's super buff, there's something that's gentle about him. Even if he has a really defined jaw or something like that, when you look at him, because of his eyes, look at this person. It looks gentle, right? This is a hot guy, right? They have a chiseled jaw structure, nice lips, nice nose, nice eyes as well, of course, but there's something about them that looks soft. And that's what I'm sensing for my pal number 2's spouse. Like, even if they're hot, even if they're that it guy or that it girl, they don't have like resting bitch face, basically is what I'm saying. Like, there's something about them that looks gentle and graceful and soft that they could be approachable. But again, with just like the way things are, unless you're like a really bold female, like you're, for the most part, don't really approach guys, right? You might give them the eyes, or you might give them some hints to have them pursue you. But for the most part, I feel like my really, really feminine girls want to be pursued. And there's nothing wrong with that. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that. And honestly, if the guy wants a wife, he better go and pursue some women. So that's what I'm sensing for you guys. And then I have one more card. It is this Make the Effort card. I'm sensing that these two children are siblings, and as you can see, they have a similar ethnicity or similar complexion. So again, I just feel like for my pal number 2, you are going to be with somebody that is of a similar race or the same race. One might have like dad's hair color and one might have like mom's hair color. Oh, there's a third child right here. So you guys might be having like 2 or 3 children. Yeah, I'm definitely sensing like 2 or 3 children, because there's also maybe 2 children here. I'm not sure if that's the mom or if it's a child, because this child is actually standing up, so you could tell like she is a child, but the other character is sitting down, so it's hard to tell if that's a woman or maybe a teenager. But anyway, you guys are definitely going to have children together. And you know what? I feel like you guys are going to have family picnics. I know that's nothing about appearance here, but I just feel like you guys are going to have family picnics, and you guys are going to be a really tight-knit family. Like, you're going to do a lot together. It's not like mom and dad do this and leave the kids at home all the time, or dad is always with the son and mom's always with the daughter. It's not like that. You guys are all kicking it, and you guys are always like really caring about your family dynamics, because you know what, in this day and age, the trend that I see is that we are healing from generational traumas. Okay, and I'm proud of us all. And we're also going to be more conscious parents. Okay, so millennials and Gen Z and even Gen Alpha. I know Gen Alpha is like 2 or 3 years old right now, but they will also be very conscious parents. That's just what I see. That's what I feel, because you know, with the age of the internet, sorry, I'm going off tangent, but I just feel like this is an important thing because highly sense that this is going to be a big part of your future. Even if you're like a millennial or you're even a Gen Z right now, and you feel like, why would I bring any life into this world? Like, I don't even have a partner. I don't even have money, like whatever. Things honestly are going to get better, okay? Things are going to unfold in a way that is for your greatest and highest good. Just keep working hard. Just keep doing your thing. Just keep trying to be positive and remain as calm as possible through this time. And I promise you guys, as things unfold and you do decide to bring children into this life, you guys would be very conscious parents. And you know what I just heard? The man in the relationship is going to be very stoic. But basically what it means is like not so emotional, more stoic in their behavior and their reactions to problems. They're more logical and more rational. So they're definitely going to be like that very masculine man in terms of their personality and their strength. Okay, they're definitely going to be the dad of the family, the head of the house, where they really protect their you know, their herd, their pack. Yeah, that's what I'm sensing. And also the mom or the female, the divine feminine in the relationship is also going to be like a lioness. You guys are very, very equal. And so if for some reason the dad has to go away for work or something like that for a couple days or a week, the mom got it. The mom is going to be a lioness. She's going to be able to take care of her cubs very, very well. Like, I don't have any inkling that you guys are not going to be able to handle life together very, very well. You know what? Did I read the back of this card? Hold on. Oh yeah, I did not. Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. Like, how freaking cute. That's what I'm saying. You guys are like so in love, so passionate about each other, hot and steamy in the bedroom. Like, sorry, I gotta really keep this PG, but you guys just love each other so much and you're ready to climb these mountains together. Like, you're the lion and the lioness. Definitely big Leo energy. I'm getting like, you guys might have some prominent Leo like planets, or you might have some personal planets in Leo, or you might be a Leo rising. That's what I'm sensing. So let's go ahead and recap a little bit really quick because I feel like I said a lot. So for men, they're going to be masculine, stoic, logical, rational, but there's going to be something about their face that makes them also look gentle and graceful. They're going to have a youthful appearance, very, very into their health. They're going to have darker hair. Even if they're blonde, it's going to be like a dirty blonde. And they're going to have facial hair. Even though they will be clean cut sometimes, they will have a little bit of stubble or something for the most part. Even in this picture, there's some stubble. You will be of the same or similar race, and the man will have an expensive, elegant style. He does follow trends, but not exactly what's hype or what brands are like popular. He's just going to follow like certain trends, like I said, with the soft pants, and then he's gonna be athletic throughout life. I think that's most of the things that I said about men. And then for women, okay, so the woman is going to play with her hair color. Some of them are gonna like pastels, some of them are gonna like neutrals. So neutrals would be black or brown or even blonde, but pastels could be purple, blue, pink, whatever the style of the woman is. I see that she does change up her hair. Both parties, man or woman, will be wearing jewelry, probably gold jewelry, gold chains, gold rings, or gold necklaces, even gold bracelets is what I'm seeing. Like, you will be elegant and graceful. People will take pictures of you guys or want to take pictures with you guys, especially on vacation when you're looking really, really good. The woman will also be athletic. The woman will look regal and polished as well. And both of you will have really, really good hair, like thick, luscious, shiny hair. You two will be of the equal hotness, and you two will like to chase goals together. You will have 2 to 3 children, and you will be of the same or similar race. Both the man and woman will also have very piercing, bright eyes. Whether it is blue, green, brown, doesn't matter what the eye color is. It will just be very clear and bright. Even if you have dark brown eyes, they will just like shine. They will be very clear because of the health of the person and the individual. So I believe that's everything. A quick little overview of everything that I said. Thank you so much for letting me read for you today. I'm really excited for you guys to come into union with your partner. And if you did enjoy this reading, go ahead and please give me a like down below. It really does help me out with my channel. And if you did like this reading as well, go ahead and comment which pile you picked and what you're most excited for when it comes to your future spouse. I really do love to read your comments and connect with you guys. So go ahead and make sure you leave me something down below. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I post a video every single Sunday. So go ahead and add Kelly Guidance to your Self-Care Sunday. And remember, always be kind to yourself and others. Until next time. Bye, pal 2. Hi Pal 3, if you chose the Aqua or Quartz, this is your reading. So we are going to start with tarot, but I'm not going to be interpreting the tarot like I usually do. We're mainly looking at the imagery because this is a how does your future spouse look like video. I do have a how will you meet your future spouse video. So if you are interested in how you will meet your future spouse, go ahead and check out my previous video. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I got the Four of Cups, the King of Coins, Judgment, the Ten of Pentacles, the Magician, and the King of Swords. So clearly your future spouse is a turtle. No, I'm just kidding. So your future spouse is actually going to be very abundant and expensive. They look super, super expensive. That is the main thing that I'm getting. This is a person that is mature and refined. So I'm not getting a youthful vibe out of them. I'm getting more of a refined. Even if they are youthful, the reason why I'm getting a more refined look from them is because they got the King of Coins and they also got the King of Swords, okay? And then they got the Ten of Pentacles as well. So this is just showing me that you guys have been working hard and you have a more mature style about you. So that just shows me that your partner has been working hard for their belongings and they do care about what they wear, how they look, and they look really, really regal to me. So for you, my pile number 3s, I'm sensing that you guys are going to be of the same or similar race. And the reason why I feel that way is because of the Ten of Pentacles card. I believe that they are the same or similar race just based off the complexion that they have and also the children that are depicted in the background. They might not all be their children, but this one I feel like is their child, and they're all of a similar race is what I'm getting. But of course, I feel like there's going to be some differences. Like if you do identify with being black, then one may have a little bit more melanin and one might be a little bit less melanin. And then if you're Asian, I'm definitely sensing like one could be Chinese and then one could be Japanese or something like that. But you're still under the umbrella of Asian. So it's a similar race. It could even be like Chinese and Indian or something like that. But I am highly sensing that you guys will be of a same or similar race. And honestly, I'm getting a lot of animals in the picture. So I'm definitely thinking that you guys will have pets. And that is something that you guys really care about and focus on. Another thing that I'm really getting is you guys will be really, really hot. So when I'm talking about man or woman, girl or boy, or when I say divine feminine or divine masculine or feminine masculine, every single relationship, even if you are same sex, is going to have a divine feminine and is going to have a divine masculine. So to save myself time, I just wanted to explain that in the beginning so I could go forward and just say man, woman, and just kind of shorthand it. So for my men, I feel like they definitely are going to have a regal look because look at this Four of Cups. They are dressed in literally a whole outfit and they look very, very regal. And even in the Ten of Pentacles, it looks like they're just having like a park day or something, but the dad is still wearing really nice shoes. He's wearing jeans, but he's still wearing a button up. It's like casual, business casual, you know what I mean? And that's just like, this is just a leisure day. So I feel like they are going to have a mature and refined style and look. And also for this King of Swords, they are wearing a full suit with a crown and everything. So I'm sensing that this person is high up in their career and fields because it just seems like they have a lot of dressy clothes. They seem very, very royal, regal, and expensive. I'm highly sensing that your future spouse has nice clothes, has a nice house, has a nice car. Like they have got their material possessions in check. Like they definitely have everything that they want and need. A good time to talk about the Aqua Aura Quartz actually. The Aqua Aura Quartz talks about success, abundance, wealth. It's good for communication and it is connected to our throat chakra. Oh wait, all the men are wearing blue as well. Okay, so I feel like something in his job or in his career has to do with communication. He's definitely good at communicating. He could be in sales. He definitely could be some type of director. He could be some type of manager, some type of leader where he has to direct other people and tell them honestly what to do. In some type of position where he delegates. He's in some type of position where he is mature. This is my mature pal. This is my like king pal. My king and queen pal. I'm also sensing that this person has some special features that make them stand out. Not only because they're refined and expensive, but there's just like something about them that makes people's heads turn. Maybe it's because of their style. It could also be because of certain physical attributes that they have. So let's actually go ahead and shuffle some astrology cards. You can actually tell a lot about what somebody might look like based off their rising sign. So I'm going to try to channel their rising sign, but we'll just see what spirit gives us. Rising sign. Okay. One card fell over here. All right, so that's what I'm saying. They got Taurus. So Taurus is the sign of sensuality. So Taurus is ruled by Venus. So they're gonna like the finer things in life, 100%. The Taurus card says trust, patience, and sensuality. So this is a very trustworthy person. Taurus is very devoted, okay? Taurus is a loyal sign. So I definitely think that you guys are gonna be in a committed marriage, and it's definitely gonna be one that lasts till the very end. Till death do you part is definitely going to matter and hold weight into this marriage and relationship. Let's talk a little bit more about Taurus. So I feel like they are going to like the finer things in life. They're gonna like to eat at nice restaurants. They're gonna like to travel to nice places, okay? They're gonna like to wear nice, luxurious clothes. So a lot of Tauruses that I know actually are a little bit materialistic, so they might be a little bit materialistic, but look, they got the money for it, okay? They work really, really hard. I'm sensing that career is very, very important to your spouse. Okay? And for my ladies, if this is talking about a male, I feel like they wouldn't mind if you ended up being a stay-at-home wife if that's what you wanted, okay? I'm not saying for sure, but the reason why I said that is because this picture here, I mean, there's a dog and like 4 kids. So if you're a mom, like with 4 kids and a dog, and maybe you guys even have cats at home because, you know, cats can't come out to the park, he's not going to mind that you stay at home and take care of those things, because I hate when people say homemakers aren't a job or they're lazy. Like, you have no idea how hard it is to actually be a homemaker. I'm not a homemaker or anything like that, but I have seen the work that has been put in by people that I have seen that are homemakers. And there is nothing wrong with being a homemaker and staying home with your family and your children, because that is one of the most important jobs, okay? Raising little human beings to be proper human beings is one of the most important jobs that a woman or a mother can do. But that's just my 2 cents. I just wanted to go on that little tangent really quick. That's like the one thing, you know, that grinds my gears. So yeah, for my ladies, if that is something that you've always wanted, like even if you have a career all the way up until you have children, I feel like because of how loaded basically your husband is going to be, or whoever the divine masculine is, I feel like the divine masculine is very driven and can attract a lot of wealth. He's also going to be the protector type. He's going to be like, nah, I got it type. You know what I mean? And when you're dating, I feel like he's not even going to know what your wallet looks like. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying like that in like any type of gold digging term or anything. He's just a true gentleman. He's regal. He's expensive. He's a king, right? So for the first couple dates or while you're dating, of course, he's not going to let you pay. Like, he's going to take care of it. That's what I'm sensing out of this. Like, he's definitely the type that's going to take care of it. But at the same time, this is the type of guy that's expensive and regal, right? It's not like he's going to want any type of woman. He's going to want a divine feminine that does bring her loving, tender, and receptive nature to the relationship, okay? There needs to be balance in the relationship. It's not that he brings in all the money and then the girl or the woman just sits at home and does absolutely nothing, never takes care of anything, and doesn't really help him when he asks. Like, no, she's going to be receptive and she's going to do all of the womanly things, but I'm not saying that she's a maid either, you know what I mean? I'm saying that you guys have a really good dynamic between each other and you guys will discuss and be equal. So I'm just sensing that for some of you, that the guy will take care of it and then the woman will end up being at home and having a lot of children and stuff, but that's not for everyone. Even if you don't want to have children, right? And then you're a divine feminine, I'm sensing that you will either attract just as much wealth as him, or it will be very, very similar in the amount that you're able to attract. But I'm sensing that my pile number 3's husbands are like leaders in some way. They're some type of manager. They might even own their own business. That's definitely what I'm seeing. But they also take care of their money, okay? So they're not just making money. They have a lot of income streams and they invest their money. So they have passive income streams as well. That is everything that the 10 of Pentacles shows me. And also Taurus is about their money, okay? If you guys know anything about Taurus, their sign naturally sits in the 2nd house of our self-worth and our possessions, also our money, basically. So they do tie a lot of their self-worth to how much they can make, what they have, all of those things. They are very masculine man, and we live in a very masculine society. One of the traits of being masculine is going out there and getting it, being action oriented, and also competitive. Unfortunately, I see women being competitive with each other as well, but that's actually women that are too much in their masculine, because competitive nature is a more masculine trait, and that's just a T on that. That is just fact. So yeah, I'm sensing that he has a lot of good masculine qualities, and he knows how to balance things as well, because even though he's super masculine, he's going to go out there and get it. Taurus is a feminine sign that is ruled by Venus, so I feel like he still is able to get in touch with love and beauty and the more nurturing aspects of femininity, but he doesn't show that. He is the type of person that's a king, right? He's regal. So for the most part, most people see him as very, very like boss-like. He's very put together. But when he's with you, look at him. He gets to relax a little bit. I mean, he gets to actually be himself. And I definitely see that he shows you his softer side. I definitely am sensing that he is going to pull out all these stops for you, especially when you're first dating, like I said. And he's going to like cover everything for sure. And he's going to take you on very fun and honestly luxurious dates. Once you guys actually get past like that honeymoon, like kind of getting to know each other stage, I definitely sense that he's going to open up to you and show you a little bit more of his heart and his softer side that people don't really get to see. I'm sensing that for some, I just got a vision, some of them could be like correctional officers as well. The job is like very, very stoic, right? The job is serious, and they have to like have this like mask or this exterior. When you get to know this guy more, it's like that's just the exterior, but he's like a softie on the inside, you know what I mean? Like he likes the finer things in life, and he does like to relax. Okay, so another thing about Taurus is, again, with them being very sensual just means they like to please all of their five senses. Okay? Sight, smell, taste, touch, hearing. They like to listen to music, very, very nice music. They'll take you to concerts. They really like visuals as well, so they take you to places that are very visually pleasing. So beaches, or if you guys like more foresty type of vacations, they'll take you there. Whatever it is that you like, is basically what I'm getting is whatever you want, I got it, because he has the money for it. Money is never going to be a factor in your relationship, period. Like that's 100% never going to be a problem. Like you're going to have absolutely everything that you want and need, and he's super, super generous. It could even lean to being materialistic, okay, you guys? And then for smells, I feel like even though he's a man, he's going to care about how he smells, right? He's going to wear a really nice cologne, and when he's at home, he doesn't mind that you diffuse oils or have a candle on or anything like that, because he likes his senses pleasured. Whoever the divine masculine is then is going to be whatever you want, I got it. That's how the divine masculine is going to act in this relationship. And then also with the taste, they are going to take you out on some like nice ass restaurants. I just feel like they're gonna take you to Michelin star restaurants 100%, because that is a very Taurus thing to do. They love to eat. They're huge foodies, so they're gonna show you not only those. Okay, I feel like I'm making it seem like this it's all bougie, but no, it's not. I mean, they're also gonna know like the best taco stand, like the hidden ones that are just a taco truck or something like that, but they just have the most smack tacos. Like they know all those spots, and that's, I feel like most of your dates in the beginning is definitely going to be food related dates, lunch, dinner, breakfast, brunch, all those, because for Taurus, they're more introverted and they're more homebodies for the most part. They like to be comfortable. They like to be in their comfort zone. And since he works so much, I just feel like he likes to be chilling for the times that he does not work, and he likes to be doing things that he likes when he's not working, which is definitely going to be eating. He's gonna like take you out a lot. Honestly, you guys might gain a little bit of weight because of this relationship, but hey, that's okay. That's okay. We like a little bit of mom bod, a little bit of dad bod, that's fine. And then moving on, I got the hedonist card, and that makes perfect sense for a Taurus. A hedonist is basically a pleasure seeker, you guys. So that fits exactly with Taurus. Like this reading is just like back to back to back. So a hedonist is somebody that actually believes the pursuit of pleasure is the most important thing in life. I know that's maybe not what we want to hear for some of us, because we want our men or our women to have like a spiritual aspect or a philosophical aspect to them. But there is nothing wrong with liking the finer things in life. I just see that they work hard and play hard. So this is not like a lazy person. Sometimes Taurus can be perceived as being lazy, but I don't see all Tauruses that way. Some Tauruses are the hardest workers you'll ever know, because they are chasing that pleasure. So even though hedonist has kind of a negative connotation, I don't feel like it. Like I feel like light attributes does say inspires creative energy to embrace the good things in life, celebrates the beauty in yourself. So yeah, quick comment. I feel like if they are a woman or if they are a man, whoever, they do like how they're dressed, right? They do like having nice makeup on, really nice hair if they are a woman, but the men will also be very polished and regal, like I said. And it's not only that they care about the good things in life, they do care about creating as much value as possible for people. Because guess what, you guys? The richest people, they're not thinking about how they can profit. They're thinking about how can I provide the most value for the most amount of people? Because rich people know that is exactly what attracts wealth, value. So they're not the type of people that just make a bunch of bullshit products or a bunch of bullshit stuff. They actually genuinely care about their customers or their employees or whoever it is. But at the end of all that hard work, they're gonna enjoy themselves. You know what I mean? And absolutely nothing wrong with that. And then next card, this is just so fitting. Aphrodite. Okay, romantic love. This person not only cares about all their senses being pleasured, but when they're in relationships, it feels really, really good as well. Remember, Taurus is ruled by Venus. So honestly, I feel like this is a really lovely pal. Like everything I said about men so far, the women will also have those characteristics if you're into women. Let's switch off a little bit and talk about women. For my people that do like women, they are going to be that gal that's like Aphrodite. Do you guys know the story of Aphrodite? She is the person, walks in a room, all eyes on her. Okay, she is a goddess. She is the goddess of love and beauty. She's basically Venus embodied in a way. And all of these cards right here are exactly the same in my mind, because it's like, I feel like Aphrodite, if she was a zodiac sign, would be a Taurus. I don't know though. I'm not 100% sure. And just Taurus is a hedonist. Like, I just feel like that's basically saying the same thing. For the woman as well, she will have like really luscious lips, very seductive eyes. She will have thick hair and a lot of hair. There's a lot of different styles that I'm seeing, so I feel like she does change up her style a lot. She will have really nice clothes. She will have a more feminine aesthetic, like a more sexy feminine aesthetic. She will wear dresses. She will wear skirts. She will wear pantsuits sometimes, but it's gonna be one of those like kind of sexy, a little bit showy pantsuits. And she's just gonna be like that, just it girl. Like she's super, super sexy. Like other women will look at her and some will get jealous, but some will just be like straight up complimenting her. Like, you are one of the prettiest girls I've ever seen in my life. Straight up. And for my pal number 3s, that might be you, baby. Like, I know most of my viewers, actually literally my YouTube stats says all of my viewers, literally 100% are women, but I know like some people private their gender. So for my small percentage of men out there, your future wifey is a bombshell. I do see the women would have some curves though, for sure. With the hedonist and Aphrodite coming up, these are definitely women that have curves and has a nice body, okay? So Coke bottle shape, that's like what I'm seeing, honestly. Okay, so moving on, we also got this like beautiful unicorn gal with beautiful pastel ombre hair. So what this is actually just showing me, as this is a human unicorn basically, is whatever it is about their looks is unique. This is not a person that has like a doppelganger, you know? But what I'm sensing is like they look different from their friends, they look different from their family, they don't really like fit in, like they stand out, like they look expensive, they look regal is what I'm getting. And when you see this person, there's just something about them that stands out. It could be that they're extra tall, actually, for some of you. It could be that they're just more than average in some area of life. You know, I'm also, like, Spirit just said they're, you know, more than average down there. Hey, I'm just saying what Spirit said. I'm just saying. So congratulations for you if that is what you like. Oh, also on that same topic, even though I'm going to keep it PG, that is one of the things that they like as well, okay? Pleasure seekers, right? Taurus is also very sensual. So the type of bedroom activities that you guys will have is they're going to take their time with you and they are going to, you know, really please you because they care about being pleased as well. So it's going to be a very poppin' relationship. It's going to be very passionate. I'm definitely sensing that. They won't take anything less than passionate. So yeah, 100%. All right. So moving on from that, we did get this card. This is a Lover's Oracle card and there's a message on the back. It says healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. So I might not read all these cards because, again, we're not focusing on the message. We're just more focusing on the image. And what I'm sensing with this particular Lover's Oracle is, I mean, it kind of looks like they're doing bedroom activities. But something else that is standing out to me is the fact that the man has angel wings. So that's what I'm saying. Like this person, this man, this husband that's going to come into your life, for my lovely pile number 3s that do like men, is going to be the type of guy that is like angelic. He is going to take care of you in all types of ways. and he's gonna give you a lot of love. Look at all these hearts, and she looks so pleased, you know. She looks like she's chilling. She's in a receptive state, which is a feminine thing to do, be receptive and nurturing. So I just feel like for sure 100% he's just gonna take care of you in all ways. And also something that's standing out in this card is they are of same or similar ethnicity. And then the next card I have is another card that shows me like same or similar ethnicities and a very deep and passionate love. It says embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. So again, the messages aren't as important as the images here. But yeah, I'm seeing that you guys are definitely like the same or similar race. And I feel like you guys touch a lot. Physical touch is one of your love languages. You share that love language. So there is going to be a lot of touching, holding hands, hugging, like seeing each other, all of that. Definitely. And then next, look at that. I got the passion card, and look at how like they're depicted too. Oh my gosh. It says, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. That's how I feel about your guys' relationship. You're going to be so passionate about each other. Like, it's going to be hot and steamy from day one all the way until you guys are like grannies and grandpas, okay? It's not going to stop. Like, this behavior is not going to stop. The things that they like is not going to stop. They're always going to like the finer things in life. You're always going to be taken care of financially. And they're always going to feed you good, okay? They're going to feed that belly. So what I just heard was like they actually get joy in you enjoying your food. You know what I mean? Like, they like to take you out to these nice restaurants. They like to see you starting to like the finer things in life. Because I feel like some of my pile threes, they basically put you on a finer life after you guys meet. Because maybe before you meet them, you did go to like nice restaurants and stuff before. It's not like you never went, but it's just like the amount of times that you go and the experiences that you get to experience with this person basically just heightens once you guys are in union. Because again, this is a person, especially if it's the divine masculine, that really does care about all these things and does want to enjoy the fruits of his labor. And because he is a Taurus or a Taurus rising or a Taurus-like personality and being ruled by Venus, he does care about partnership and love. Tauruses and Libras, which are the two signs that are ruled by Venus, whether they're masculine or feminine, these are the signs that do care about having a partnership, that do want to be in a relationship. And I just saw 111 on the timer. That could mean new beginnings coming for you soon. Or maybe if you guys have been trying to manifest and seeing 1111 or 111, this is just a confirmation from your spirit guides that you will get this amazing love in your life. And look at that. The last card I got is past life relationship. And look at the way they're embracing it. Like, come on. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's this whole reading like fit together so well. Like, confirmation after confirmation after confirmation, okay? The past life relationship, I know we're not focusing on messages, but it says you have known each other before. I feel like your guys' connection is so strong that they're gonna feel like they knew you before, or they're gonna feel like you guys had a past life relationship. There's gonna be so much fiery passion. For some of you, I'm even sensing that you could definitely be twin flames. And I know that's a little bit toxic because people in the spiritual community are now understanding what it means to be a twin flame. It is not a regular relationship. Your soulmate is going to be a lot more even keeled with you and like collaborative in a way. And the difference between a soulmate and a twin flame, from my understanding, okay, soulmate is you can have a lot of different soulmates in life, and this is just somebody that's like vibrationally kind of at the same level as you and you vibe really well. And then, not saying that you don't have fights, but vibrationally you're the same and you vibe well. Twin flame, though, you are the same soul. Your energetic field is actually the exact same because you're the same soul, okay? And you actually have a whole soul family. But just talking about twin flame, you're the same soul that was split into two. So when you meet each other, you mirror each other and you bring up each other's shadow because you have the same or similar shadows. Or I have seen twin flames, their pet peeve is the things that is the other person's shadow. And this is to help them with their soul growth and ascension faster. And this is going to cause a tumultuous relationship between twin flames. That's why there's usually a runner and a chaser, and it's really like ups and downs. But at the end of the day, a twin flame relationship is going to make you grow faster than a karmic relationship, because a karmic relationship is not going to help you grow, and it's going to be more serious than a soulmate relationship too. If you want peace and love all the time, love and light all the time, you're probably going to have more luck with just a soulmate. But if you want to actually ascend and have the possibility of transcendence actually, then a twin flame would be your best bet. But I know we don't all come into union with our twin flame. There's levels to this relationship shit. And for some reason, I'm just sensing that you guys are either soulmates or some of you twin flames. All right. So I really actually enjoyed this reading so much. I feel like you guys are gonna have so much fun in your marriage, and you're gonna have a lot of pleasure, a lot of passion, and a lot of the finer things in life. Okay. There's gonna be a lot of people where they're like, damn, they got everything. They got absolutely everything they want. But you know, a reminder that I have for you guys is that money is not everything, and you guys should try to have a little bit of a balance between everything and don't let your hedonistic ways get the best of you. That's just my 2 cents though. Go ahead and do whatever you want. And if you did enjoy this reading, please go ahead and give me a like down below. It really does help out my channel, and I love reading your comments and interacting with you guys. So go ahead and comment down below that you're pile number 3, and go ahead and tell me what you're the most excited about for your future spouse. And of course, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I post every single Sunday, so go ahead and add Kelly Guidance to your Self-Care Sunday. And remember, always be kind to yourself and others. Until next time. Bye, pile 3. Hi, pile 4. If you chose the Tiger's Eye point, this is your reading. So I did pull tarot cards for your reading, but I'm not going to be interpreting the tarot cards as I usually do. We're mainly looking at the imagery on the cards to identify what your future spouse will look like. If you are interested in a reading on how you will meet your future spouse, I do have a reading on my channel, so go ahead and check that out if you're interested. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So I got the Page of Swords, I got Judgment, I got the 9 of Cups, I got the 4 of Wands, I got the 8 of Cups, and I got the Page of Swords. Alright, so we did get 2 Page of Swords. This is 3 separate decks because I wanted to get a variety and diversity of images. Right off the bat, you guys, I am sensing that this is my LGBTQ pile. For my other piles, I was definitely getting more of a heterosexual relationship from all the first 3 piles, but I'm so glad an LGBTQ pile came up, okay? We are all accepting here, and even if you were attracted to any of the other piles, the dynamics might still be the same, because there's always a divine feminine and there's always a divine masculine counterpart in relationships. That's how relationships work. There's always just gonna be one that's more masculine and one that is more feminine. So to save myself some time, I'm going to refer to the divine masculine as man, boy, masculine, and then I'm going to be referring to the divine feminine as girl, woman, feminine, divine feminine. Just know that I am sensing this is the same sex, but I'm just gonna go ahead and use those terms. And the Page of Swords coming up twice, the first thing I'm getting about what your future spouse will look like is that they are very youthful. Even if they are older than you, and even as they age, they will have a youthful look to them, and it seems like they just take care of their skin and their body very well. I know we're not talking about personalities here, but with the youthfulness, I also am sensing that they have a very bright personality. This is somebody that stands out, not just with their looks, but with their personality. I'm sensing that this person is gonna dress very colorfully. They're gonna have a lot of different styles. This is not the type of person that sticks to only one style. This is the type of person that can do it all. They can get dressed up and look really regal, but they can also have a really nice fun party look, and they can also, you know, layer up as well. And I'm sensing that when you guys step out, they will also wear dresses and look really nice. Even if they're the divine masculine, they will wear a really nice suit or something like that. I do sense that they have nice clothes, they have their leisure clothes, and they even have like business casual clothes. It really just depends on the occasion. And I'm sensing that this person that you're going to be dating also likes to go out a lot and is not so much of a homebody. This is an adventurer type of person. I feel like with their youthful appearance, they will have also a natural blush on their face. Even if they're not wearing makeup, they're cheeks kind of just have this rosy tint. And honestly, with the Page of Swords coming up twice, I'm thinking that they're probably going to have an air sign rising, because when I was shuffling the cards, I did try to think about the signs, because you can tell a lot about what a person will look like based off of their rising sign. The Page of Swords also talks about curiosity. So I feel like this person is going to try a lot of different things, especially if they're in the LGBTQ community. This is honestly a community that I have found to be very, very accepting. And the reason why I'm sensing like a little bit of a same-sex or LGBTQ was because of the Four of Wands. They're probably just friends in this card, but for you guys, I did ask like future spouse. So the other piles did have a male and female aspect, but I'm seeing two females here, so I'm sensing it could be LGBTQ. And also I'm seeing a lot of rainbows. Like there's a lot of colorful rainbows here. So before we move on to the other oracle cards, I'm actually going to shuffle my astro cards to see what their rising sign is, because we can tell a lot about their looks from the rising sign. Rising sign, pile number 4. Oh, pile 4. Okay. 2 cards fell out, but I'll take them. So I'm getting Saturn. And I'm also getting Venus. Okay, so these are actually completely opposite signs. So what I'm sensing is they just switch it up. They have a unique and eclectic style. These are literally opposites. This is a naturally malefic planet, and this is a naturally benefic planet. I'm sensing that they have a light style sometimes, and they want to be more Venusian sometimes, and then sometimes they're like, no, I want to dress dark and gothic and raunchy. So I just feel like, yeah, they're the type, like I said earlier, that they could just do it all. So I know I asked for rising signs, but I feel like Spirit is just telling me that they can't really identify their rising sign because this person has so many different type of styles. But Venus does rule over Taurus and Libra, so I'll go ahead and list a few of the physical attributes that I feel like this pile would have. So I feel like your future spouse will be petite and have a delicate bone structure. They will have awesome, amazing skin. Like they will take care of their skin very, very well. They take care of their hair very well as well. They condition, they moisturize, they care about keeping themselves looking youthful. That is definitely the main thing I get. Like they're very, very youthful looking. I'm also sensing that they're very strong. They have strong bodies. Even if they are more petite, they have strength to their body. As for their hair color, I am sensing that since they have so many different styles, I don't want to pin it down to a specific hairstyle, but a thing with Venusian people is they have like seductive eyes. There is something about their eyes that makes you stare. And then if they are a Libra rising, they would be very, very good looking, great skin again, very nice body. It's going to usually be a slender person that is taller. They'll have well-shaped lips and noses, and their face shape will be more oval or heart-shaped. Their teeth are going to be perfectly straight and white, and they have very luscious lips as well. If they are a Libra rising, they'll also have dimples. People will usually call them beautiful, and if they are specifically a Libra rising, then they will keep their hair very, very nice, and their hair is usually darker or even jet black. They're gonna have a really lovely smile, and they're gonna have an infectious laughter. When this person laughs, it's gonna be like that person that makes everybody in the room laugh because they have like a silly laugh. And then if they have a Saturn rising, Saturn rules over Capricorn and Aquarius. If they are a Capricorn rising, this talks about bone structure again. So honestly, every single rising that Venus and Saturn has, they're gonna have a good bone structure. The height is where we're not sure, but they are gonna be stunning and unique. Even if it's not classically beautiful, there is something stunning, eclectic, and unique about this pile. I'm sensing that. And then if they are an Aquarius rising, Aquarius risings tend to be tall. They have an excellent side profile and even facial features. So this person is striking. This is a very handsome or beautiful person. And again, their eyes are something to notice. Their eyes make you fall in love with them in a way, or get mesmerized by. They have very dreamy eyes. And again, with Aquarius risings, they do have very nice skin. So all of these risings, whether it's Taurus, Libra, Capricorn, or Aquarius, the things that I know for sure is the fact that they will have nice skin and their eyes will be passionate or dreamy. Something about their eyes makes people stare into their eyes. You know how it's like awkward to like stare into people's eyes sometimes, or keeping eye contact for too long? People don't feel weird about staring into this person's eyes because there's something so magical about their eyes, whether it's like really bright because they take care of themselves and they're youthful, or because of like the way they do their makeup. They might do like that fox eye trend and already have kind of like an almond shaped eye, so people are just drawn to their eyes. You know how like Janae Aiko does her makeup with like the corners and stuff? She has this look, and that's like the vision that just popped up into my head. And also Janae Aiko is stunning, right? And there's something that is unique about her. She has really clear skin, her lips are like perfect, she's honestly just really beautiful, and her eyebrows are on point. So that's what I'm sensing, and I don't really even know like why she popped up into my head, but I'm feeling like for some of you, your future spouse will look like Janae Aiko. Okay, so moving on, we got this oracle card, which does have a message on the back. It says freedom. There's nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. So yeah, this is giving me more LGBTQ vibes, right? Because there's a rainbow here, and freedom really makes me think of the LGBTQ community, because you know, the LGBTQ community has been oppressed for a really long time, and I feel like they're starting to gain a lot more freedom, and a lot of people are starting to be on the LGBTQ community side and fighting for their freedoms as well. So I'm definitely sensing LGBTQ in this pile, but you don't have to be. Everything that I'm saying about the masculine and everything I'm saying about the feminine can just be split into those particular genders if you are a heterosexual couple. This person also is open with sexuality in general. This is not the type of person that like always wears really conservative clothes and never talks about sex or anything like that. This person is open to those things and open about showing a little bit of skin, but they can also get really poised and look very professional as well. The next card I got was the goddess of Demeter, which is the goddess of nurture. So that makes a lot of sense. I feel like this person with the Venus being here is just going to be a lot of love and beauty added to your life. Your future spouse is going to add so much love and beauty into your life. But with Saturn here as well, it's like they have a dark side as well. And that's not bad. I feel like people think like dark means evil. That's not what I'm talking about. You guys know that little yin yang with like the dark on one side and the light on one side, and then the dark has a little white circle and the light has a little black circle? You know what that represents? It represents masculinity and femininity, and it also represents light and dark, because masculinity is the light and femininity is the dark. I know some feminines are like, oh, I didn't know that. Like, I thought femininity would be the light, but no, it's the dark because we're also represented by the moon, and the masculinity is the light because they're actually represented by the sun. So it all ties together, you guys. So I just feel like this person, especially if you guys are LGBTQ, they are really good at having masculine and feminine energies. So I am a heterosexual straight female, and I should be 80% feminine energy and 20% masculine energy. That is like the perfect balance. But of course, most people aren't in the perfect balance. But I see like for you two, it's like you're both half masculine and half feminine. You're really able to balance that very, very well. Another thing that I'm getting out of the nurturing card is that they have a soft look to them. Sometimes they like to dress like in a soft, whimsical way. That's why I'm saying like sometimes I feel like they wear dresses and they wear more feminine type of clothes, but sometimes they will wear like a pantsuit, and sometimes they will wear more masculine type of clothes, or even like baggy pants, you know what I mean? They will also like to wear hats and beanies. Yeah, when they're feeling like a little bit more casual, hats and beanies are the things that they like to wear, especially in the winter is what I'm sensing. Oh, and I forgot to make a comment. There was the judgment card here, which is, it's showing a monkey, but the thing that I got from that is they might have large ears, or they might wear a lot of earrings. As you can see, I don't know if you can see like the monkey's ears, but for some reason I saw like a lot of earrings, like multiple different piercings, you know, on the ear, and even maybe like a tragus piercing or a cartilage piercing or something like that. Something about the ears, like they put a lot of jewelry on the ears, or they like do hairstyles where you can see their ears a lot. Like something about ears. I don't know. Something about ears. The next card I got is the Lovers card. Oh my god, that's exactly what I'm saying. They know how to balance their femininity and look very loving, and they are the lovers. So I know we're not looking at messages so much, but I just want to read the light attribute. The light attribute says great passion and devotion, unbridled appreciation of someone or something. When they come into union with you, even though they're this free spirit, I know I'm not interpreting tarot, but the Eight of Cups does talk about going away, right? leaving something behind, leaving family behind, leaving your comfort behind to go search for more spiritual stuff. So I do feel like they had that in their life where they did go away and learn more about spirituality or become more spiritual. And they maybe have had a lot of relationships in the past, or maybe they haven't had a lot of relationships at all. But when they come into union with you, they're going to show you all this love, all this nurturing, all the Venusian things. I see that this is a very Venusian person. Like, honestly, getting mainly feminine vibes from this pile, so that's why I feel like it's same sex, because a lot of my viewers, or most of my viewers, are female. But if we're talking about masculinity and you do like men and you are a straight female, I just see that your man is a little bit more in his yin, and that's not bad at all. I feel like a lot of men are like super stoic and not really in touch with their yin, which is the femininity. But I see that for my pile 4s that do like men, they're just going to be more in touch with their feminine nature. But moving on, the next card I got was remove the limiting labels you're wearing. Oh my gosh. See, that's what I'm saying, because I feel like LGBTQ has a lot of limiting labels and have been discriminated against in the past. So that's why I'm just getting huge LGBTQ vibes from this pile. But what that card is showing me is that this is a princess. Like, straight up, your future spouse is going to be like princess-like. Look at their straight pearly white teeth. They have perfect hair, okay? They might mess with colors in their hair because this person also has blue hair. Can't pinpoint down their style. Like, this is the type of person that drastically switches up their style, maybe even on a weekly basis, is what I'm sensing. If they dye their hair, they'll like dye it and they'll bleach it and they'll just put like fashion colors over it, and once it washes out, they'll put like another fashion color over it. And some of them, maybe they like more of like a neutral hairstyle, but it seems like they do dye or change their hair a lot. I'm getting a lot about like earrings and then also like hair. Like, they change up their hair and their outfits a lot. So the next card I got is release your ex, and then we're not focusing on the message, we're focusing more on the imagery. The imagery here shows an angel, so I feel like there's something angelic about them. There's something unique, remember? And this card is actually giving me a little bit of like a damsel in distress type of thing. So I wonder if like they will kind of role play with you or make you feel really protected, or they feel really protected by you. For some reason, I'm getting like damsel in distress type of thing, not like truly in distress, lean on you, you lean on me type of thing. And it's going to be like a very equal partnership where you can have fun together, but you'll also get through things together, and you'll help each other with spirituality as well. Like, just everything. I just feel like they're going to show you a lot of love and a lot of light, but also with light there's dark, and with dark there is light. That is just definitely what I'm seeing. There's definitely like a yin yang dynamic here. Like, I very clearly see the yin yang sign in my head right now, and I'm just sensing that you guys will balance each other. So with same-sex couples, sometimes I heard, the female relationships can get kind of spicy because basically they both can catch attitude, right? And that's just what I've heard from my friends. So where am I going with that? I just feel like you guys push and pull with each other when it comes to the yin and yang. You guys will switch roles in a way. Like, if one of you is dressing more feminine that day, then maybe they'll dress more masculine. And if you're dressing more masculine that day, then they'll dress more feminine. I think they want to show a little bit of the yin and yang when you're together, and they don't seem like they would like want to both come off as masculine or both come off as feminine. They like the duality between you two, and they like the duality within themselves. I mean, I feel like what I'm hearing is as if they're saying to me, like, I didn't choose to be LGBTQ to be limited in any way. So this is like a limitless person. That is 100% what I'm getting. Like, they're just limitless, and they like the fact that they're limitless, and they like to show that to the world. So I think that's why maybe you guys will have a little beef sometimes, because maybe you'll be like, let's both dress this way today, or let's both, do this or whatever. And they are like, well, I like the polarity. I like being different. I like the yin and yang. So just know that I feel like I'm feeling that, and I don't really know where that came from, so it must be from their higher self. And sorry I couldn't give like super specifics. I just feel like this person's style changes a lot, but the things I can say for sure is they're probably gonna have pearly white teeth, they're gonna have really straight teeth, really nice skin, like super clear skin, they're gonna look youthful, they're gonna have really bomb hair, even if it's like colored hair or neutral hair. They're going to have outfits that show a little bit more skin, but they can also do conservative, and they don't like to be limited at all. So it's kind of hard to explain what they're going to look like in terms of style because they don't like to be limited. But overall, I do think their style is unique, eclectic, and colorful. And I remember something about ears. I feel like they'll have a lot of ear piercings or something about their ears, whether they have really small ears or really large ears, or maybe they have really good hearing or something. I don't know. I just kept getting something about ears. Oh, maybe I feel like they refuse to match you when it comes to outfit, but you guys will get a pair of matching earrings or something like that. Or you may know who your future spouse is because they give you a pair of earrings as a gift. It might even be pearl earrings because we do have the pearl here in this Venus card. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. And I also feel like, I know we're talking about looks here, but I also just feel intuitively that their love language is going to be like gift giving and like big acts of service. Like, I feel like they're definitely going to be the type that sets up the room, puts rose petals on the floor, has a bouquet for you, chocolates on Valentine's Day, things like that. I'm definitely seeing that they pull all the stops out for you. Their love is so deep because of that nurturing aspect as well. So the double femininity, it's like a double-edged sword. It could be like, what are we going to get today? Spicy or sweet? Like, I don't know. I am sensing that for you guys, but I feel like no matter what, by the end of the day, you guys make it a point to resolve it. You guys make it a point to become love again. Like, it's always going to end up with love. You're not going to be going to sleep mad, and you're not the type to like ghost each other in a way or ignore each other. Like, you're not going to give a cold shoulder. Even if like you guys do decide like you need a break or you need some time apart, they're very communicative of that. Like, you'll know that that's what they want. And they'll even tell you, I feel like, exactly how much time they need. Like, they'll say, I need a day, or I need like a week from you. Like, I just, you know, it's too much spice or whatever. I feel like they'll never just like leave you hanging. And that's what's going to make you feel safe. And that's actually what builds your relationship and makes it into something that grows into a future spouse relationship. So I know out of all my readings, I feel like this one was the least specific when it comes to the actual looks, but just know that something about earrings, very clear skin, very nice teeth, looks really, really youthful no matter how old they are, has a changing style, cannot pinpoint their style, has really great hair, luxurious hair, they do condition, and overall they will probably be a little bit on the slimmer side, but they will have a strong body. So thank you for letting me read for you today. I really did enjoy this reading, and I love to include the LGBTQ community in my readings. So if you did enjoy this reading, please give me a big like down below because it really does help out my channel, and I love to interact and connect with you guys. So go ahead and comment down below that you are pile number 4 and tell me what you are the most excited for when it comes to your future spouse. And of course, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I noticed that a lot of you guys that are watching my videos are not subscribed, so go ahead and subscribe. I post a new video every single Sunday, so I invite you to come join me by adding Kelly Guidance to your self-care Sunday. And remember, always be kind to yourself and others. Until next time, bye, Pal 4.